Welcome to Glass Technologies Scratch Hog Dry Application Training Video. The Scratch Hog Dry Scratch Removal System is comprised of a high-quality dry grinder, a portable yet powerful dust collection system, and a selection of abrasive sanding materials with matching backing pads. It is recommended to familiarize yourself with the components of the vacuum filtration system, as they will need to be periodically replaced to maintain optimal performance. We have the green fiberglass woven pad, the secondary fabric mesh catch bag, and the primary disposable catch bag. Attach the appropriate end of the flexible hose to the intake spout of the vacuum. Next, check to see that the power adjustment on the opposite end of the hose is completely closed, which will allow for maximum suction, and insert this end of the hose into the rubberized socket of the dust shroud. Clean the glass prior to attaching the suction cup mount system to ensure maximum holding power. Locate the 8-inch suction cup with steel cable and carabiner and attach it to a nearby section of glass by pressing the vacuum pump knob several times. Check to see that the suction cup is sturdy on the glass and that its location will provide the necessary slack or reach of the vacuum hose to the desired work area. Situate the vacuum in the supplied mesh bag so that the intake spout and flexible hose exit out of the top of the bag, and secure the carry straps of the bag to the carabiner. After cleaning the glass, circle the damaged area from the opposite side of the glass using a grease pencil or dry erase marker. This will help you more clearly identify the area to be restored. Assess the severity of the damage to determine the appropriate abrasive to start with. For instance, more severe damage will likely require starting with the 80 grit sandpaper, while for less severe damage, the 120 grit or 220 grit sandpapers may be adequate. After selecting the appropriate abrasive, align the 8-hole pattern of the sanding disc with the 8-hole pattern of the backing pad and press the two firmly together. Thread the backing pad onto the grinder and press the spindle locking button located on the top of the polisher to further tighten the backing pad onto the spindle of the grinder. Making sure to first turn on the vacuum system, place the grinder flat on the glass at the center of the damaged area and turn the machine on. Immediately begin moving the grinder across the damaged surface using a slow and steady motion. While keeping a close proximity to the damaged area, attempt to make an up and down and left and right motion. This will help the sanding disc to more effectively pull the scratch out of the glass. When you estimate that the scratches have been removed, pull the grinder straight off the glass and turn the machine off. With the vacuum still on, Pull the hose from the dust shroud and use it to clean off the surface of the sanding disc. This will reduce the amount of airborne particulates released when the disc is removed from the backing pad, or can provide improved cutting of the abrasive if additional grinding is required. Clean the glass to eliminate any remaining dust or debris. Check for a consistent cutting pattern and that the scratches have been effectively removed. Now select the 320 grit sandpaper and properly attach it to the backing pad. Thread the backing pad with the 320 grit sanding disc securely onto the grinder. Before beginning with the 320 grit, outline the cutting pattern generated by the starting disc with a grease pencil or dry erase marker. This will help to distinguish between the different cutting patterns as well as identify the amount of overlap. Use the grinder with the 320 grit in the same fashion as before, making sure to establish an overlap of the previous cutting pattern by approximately 1 inch. Pull the grinder off the glass and turn the machine off. The infrared thermometer can be used to periodically check the temperature of the glass and allow the technician to avoid overheating the glass. Clean the surface of the glass to check for a consistent cutting pattern with the desired amount of overlap. Using the marker lines to distinguish between the two sanding areas, determine whether the heavier cutting pattern has been completely removed or replaced by the lighter cutting pattern of the 320 grit. If not, go over the area a second time with another 320 grit sanding disc. Finish by outlining the final cutting pattern. Switch to the Scratch Hog wet system for the final polishing of the glass. Select from the white polishing disc, the white foam pad, or the felt polishing pad. Remember that the foam and felt pads will require a separate application of polishing compound, such as the liquid diamond polish or the Diamond Fast powder mixed into a paste. Finish by thoroughly cleaning the glass. Any polishing compound that is difficult to remove can be loosened by the use of water and the 6000 grit micromesh cloth. Inspect the glass for a complete polish and desired clarity. Congratulations on a great glass scratch removal repair.